If you want to be entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card, I mean, it's free for you to enter. So
it's free to enter, so I mean, you have a chance to win a free gift card.
We have the rules listed up on our YouTube video for the March Madness bracket video.
The announcement video, yeah.
So we want you to go over there, leave a comment. I mean, it always helps to subscribe. You don't have to.
You don't have to subscribe, but if you want to,
those aren't the rules. You don't have to, but we would like you to.
You do have to. You have to leave a comment though. So obviously,
you do have to leave a comment saying, "Hey, this is me," and we'll get in touch with you on social media or something like that.
I want to enter. Whatever.
Just say I want to enter,
Doesn't matter what it
or
is.
you could just say March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Yeah, just say whatever you want.
And we will enter you into that on ESPN.
Guten Tag.
Like
and subscribe. Guten Tag. I guess I had to do.
Yes.
I had to do the German version of it. It's German language. It's whatever version I do is the German version.
No, they don't all scream. Maybe they do. I don't know.
You have to sound angry when you speak German.
So we got a couple announcements. Depending on which video you watch, you may have already seen
this.
us.
This is our second video we're filming, but I don't know which video you're going to watch first.
So today we got some Premier League news.
Yep.
We also have our all-time starting 11 plus bench players.
Plus bench players.
Plus the manager, plus captain. So it's kind of a new fun thing to go through.
Yeah, and you know, I'll get into it before we start on the 11. Go ahead.
I do want to mention, I'm going to advertise this in every video.
Yep.
If you don't know anything about basketball, it doesn't matter. We have a tournament coming up, or a prize section coming up in our recent basketball video. If you want to be entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card, I mean, it's free for you to enter. So
it's free to enter, so I mean, you have a chance to win a free gift card.
We have the rules listed up on our YouTube video for the March Madness bracket video.
The announcement video, yeah.
So we want you to go over there, leave a comment. I mean, it always helps to subscribe. You don't have to.
You don't have to subscribe, but if you want to,
those aren't the rules. You don't have to, but we would like you to.
You do have to. You have to leave a comment though. So obviously,
you do have to leave a comment saying, "Hey, this is me," and we'll get in touch with you on social media or something like that.
I want to enter. Whatever.
Just say I want to enter,
Doesn't matter what it
or
is.
you could just say March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Yeah, just say whatever you want.
And we will enter you into that on ESPN, and we'll have our own channel dedicated. Bracket.
We'll have our own channel dedicated bracket. Just one bracket we'll pick together.
And whoever wins that, if we win, nobody gets it. Well, should we do that?
No, what we'll do is we'll do a bracket just to compare the scores.
And whoever gets second.
Let's have a winner. Yeah. So whoever gets second, if we win.
We may not even win. We hope we don't win. Somebody else does, but. So whoever wins that will get a $25 Amazon gift card for free.
Yeah.
We'll get your information whenever that goes.
I just thought about that. You say free gift card, it sounds like a gift card with nothing on it. Free gift card.
So we got that to announce, so we want you to go over there and leave a comment there. And we got something cool to announce.
Yeah.
You know, we mentioned in our last few videos we were having trouble with our logo.
Yeah.
But this came in today. We got this painted. This will always be a reminder for our channel when we first started.
Oh yeah.
Because we're only a month into this and we're already doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as explosive as some other YouTubers, but I mean, it's just the way it is.
About those YouTubers.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, we got this logo. I love the letters.
Yeah, the lettering on it is really cool.
We get our stripes.
And it's painted. It's all painted.
It's all paint. So we got our new first logo. We're gonna hang it up here in the days to come.
We'll have that up tomorrow.
And
so I
really like the way
it
that
looks
looks.
good.
Makes everything look more professional.
Especially with the white. It looks almost just like our logo, pretty much.
Looks great on the brick.
Yeah.
So we got our new logo. I hope you're as excited about that as we are. Maybe not, because you
hype it up.
Should I do that guy just sitting there screaming again? But anyway, so we got those announcements.
Yeah.
And now we got
a couple of Premier League news things before we get into the starting 11.
A couple of Premier League things. Well, I don't want to start with that first. As far as the Champions League go, if you're keeping up with the Champions League,
which we did our video on before this.
Just a quick little thing. All the Premier League teams so far that are in the Champions League right now are through.
And I know previously people have talked about, especially Premier League fans have talked about how they've struggled in Champions League.
Yeah, they're not
that's a good thing.
Tottenham is already through. They destroyed Dortmund.
Yeah.
Manchester United went through, kind of on a controversial call, but they did come back.
They still did what they had to do, I guess.
They're through. Manchester City looks like they're at odds. I don't want to say that right now because of the way those games went, but Manchester City looks like they'll probably end up going through, and then you got Liverpool, who's tied 0-0 right now on aggregate.
And
with
they get to
Bayern.
go. They get to go home or
I think they're
on
away.
the road? Okay.
I think they're away.
So it's looking good for the Premier League.
I can't remember. I think they're away. I don't know. But anyway, it's looking good for the Premier League. I'll have to look at the games for that. But
Yeah.
we want to do a quick mention about the table, and then the manager along with that. But
Mainly just the top two teams.
the top two teams, because
Just what we're gonna talk
that's who
about.
the title race is basically against.
Yeah.
Tottenham's pretty much out of it at this point.
Yep.
And Manchester United and Arsenal. But Man City is up 1 point on Liverpool, 71 points,
Okay, so it's 1 point.
to Liverpool 70 points.
Okay.
And if you've been keeping up with the games, Liverpool tied not too long ago.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
they
latest
drew.
game,
Mhm.
and Manchester City won their game.
Yeah.
So Manchester City's up 1 point ahead.
You said they have the same strength of schedule the rest
Now,
of the way.
yeah, if you look at the schedule, the same strength of schedule still remains pretty much for Liverpool and Manchester City. And a lot of people are doubting Liverpool, and this kind of leads into our next. You know, you can't do that in franchises, and I just want to mention that you can't do this either. Jurgen Klopp is already being targeted by Real Madrid as the next manager for their team.
Yeah.
As you know, Real Madrid got destroyed by Ajax.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're looking for a new manager. If they're already talking to the Liverpool manager, Jurgen Klopp may be thinking about leaving, or they may try to oust him as manager.
And we don't even know. I mean, we don't even know any of that at all. He may not want to leave.
I think Liverpool is too quick to just write their team off,
Yeah.
and that affects the team. So, you know, you can agree or disagree with that.
He's done good since he's come in.
They're
Done
second
amazing.
place.
Yeah,
They're
he's done
1 point
amazing
back to
since
Man
they come
City.
in.
So I mean,
Since he's come
I don't. The caliber of these two teams is just far above the other teams, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Especially this year.
So that's kind of going pretty much as it should, I think, in Premier League. Now, on a sadder note, something to talk about that's a little off topic.
Yeah.
Brendan Rodgers, if you don't know, is now the manager of Leicester City.
Yeah.
Has been really successful with Celtic. I think he was the Liverpool manager not too long ago.
Yeah.
Watched DRG talk about them. Derek Rance Gaming. We're not in association with them, but he's talking. He's a big
somebody
Liverpool
we've
fan.
watched before. Yeah.
But he was talking about Brendan Rodgers when he was a manager. I think they had Mignolet at the time, and Mignolet I think was terrible. But they did have Sturridge, who was a top player. But Brendan Rodgers had his home robbed. There were reports that his wife and child were hiding and really scared. I think they're fine. I think everything's fine.
Which is good. I mean, that's the good thing that came out of it.
They went through and ran through the house, tried to rob everything. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers and everything go out to Brendan
Definitely,
Rodgers.
yeah.
So I hope everything's fine there. I hate people that do things like that. I hate thieves.
Yeah.
So that's a kind of a sad note. On a lighter note, we want to go into our. We have something a little different.
We've been kind of doing it all week. The only thing we haven't done it with is football. And I'm thinking about next Monday doing something kind of similar.
Probably,
with football.
and we want to do hockey.
Yeah,
I'll probably
yeah.
do the same thing with hockey tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
But we're going to go into our all-time starting 11. And do you want me to list mine first?
Now here's the thing with me. I didn't start watching the sport until like 2015. So a lot of mine will probably be current players. There will be a couple players you didn't think I knew about that are going to be on this list.
How do you want to do it? Because you did basketball yesterday and you went through yours. And you
True.
knew more about basketball.
True.
So do you want me to go through mine
You
first?
can go through yours first. And I mean, this isn't who I think's the best. It's just players that I find super interesting
fine.
and like.
You know, we mentioned this stuff, and we had a comment that we'll mention for basketball.
Yeah.
We'd like to get in, if we could ever get a capture card, that's more money. Maybe that's way down in the future if we
Yeah.
ever make. But I'd like to record some games,
That'd be fun.
and we could do a challenge.
Be
And
fun. Yeah.
Of course, with the way FIFA is and the way EA is, we can't just get these players.
No.
So, but we'd like to do a starting 11 on those games. You know how fun that would be.
That would be fun.
And just set up a team like that. We could always set up a friendly though.
Yeah.
Well, no, we couldn't because
Oh no, we couldn't get the old same players.
couldn't get the legends.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna list my starting 11. I'm gonna list the formation I chose,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna list my bench players. Then I'm gonna list my 23rd man, and then I'm gonna list my manager
Okay.
and captain as well. So my formation I went with was a 4-3-3
All right.
attacking formation. I kind of went with a false 9.
Yeah.
So 4-3-3, a false 9 attacking formation. I'm gonna start with my goalkeeper. My goalkeeper in my starting 11 was Van der Sar. He's a legend, unbelievable goalkeeper. You got Roberto Carlos, who, if you don't know, he has a highlight where he kicked a free kick. The whip on the ball was ridiculous. Left back, Roberto Carlos. Center back, Cannavaro from Italy.
Okay.
Always an unbelievable player. Then I got Puyol from Spain.
Yep.
Maybe just because of the hair. Looks like it belongs in the Lord of the Rings.
Like that, man.
Then I put Zanetti at right back. And I wanted to get Zanetti on FIFA before I sold it.
Yeah.
Before I sold FIFA, because I hate FIFA now.
Most people do. Even the FIFA YouTubers hate FIFA now.
I wish EA would put more care into the game.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with it. But anyway, got Zanetti at right back. Then I have 3 midfielders because I went with a 4-3-3.
Yeah, you have a attacking midfielder.
So I have I have all center midfielders.
All center. Okay.
So I went with Pirlo. First passing. Purely just.
No, that's somebody I considered, but.
Zinedine Zidane from France.
Okay.
He made everything look easy.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable all-around player. Then I went with Beckham for just in like placement situations.
Yeah.
Always want a placement kicker, especially as a midfielder. Not to mention Beckham has pretty decent passing, unbelievable free kick ability. And now we're starting to get into the forwards. One of my favorite players of all time, maybe in my top 10 athletes of all time.
Yeah.
Who is my captain? Ronaldinho as my left wing.
Okay.
Unbelievable player. Can't get much better than that. Then at my right wing, I have Lionel Messi.
Okay.
And then as my striker, people may find this odd, and I'm gonna give my reasons for this. My striker is Clint Dempsey.
Okay.
And I'm playing as a false 9. The reason why I set this formation kind of as Clint Dempsey to build players around him.
Yeah.
Because he's at the same caliber, but not as good. He's definitely not as good as Messi.
Yeah.
Not as good as Ronaldinho.
Which he'd probably tell you that.
But he's an unbelievable playmaker. Well, he may tell you to F off.
Well, it depends on the play. Some players will do that.
Excuse my language, I didn't cuss there. Maybe I should bleep that out. He may get mad at you.
Don't bleep it out, then they will think you actually said the word.
Well, I didn't say the word. I just he may get. So I apologize for that. But Clinton Dempsey, I have at striker because he's an all-around player. Playing USA national team, even as old as he was, he still got goals, all-time record in the nation, tied with Donovan. Several chances to actually beat it, but there's not much else to say. He's big enough to play at that false 9.
Yeah.
He's tall enough to get headers. He's an unbelievable striker, shooting wise.
Played in
doesn't have the pace.
League, so I mean,
well, he doesn't have the pace, but that's what the false 9 is for.
Yeah,
that's why Ronaldinho and Messi pushing forward a little bit to cross in balls a little bit more and defeat him. So that's my starting 11.
You want me to do my starting 11 now, and then we'll do our subs after each other?
Go ahead.
Okay, now, I picked a really odd formation, and there's a reason for it. I picked 3 at the back.
Okay.
3-5-2. Now, the reason for that is, other than Roberto Carlos,
well, that would be interesting to see more
I couldn't
teams.
think of a lot of wingbacks.
Well, you have 3.
I really like. Now, I do have a guy that played right back at center back.
You can play left back or right backs at those positions, but you know they have 3 center backs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just make.
Okay, so
I should have shut up. That sounded like I was trying to make you look stupid or something. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was thinking of all the goalkeepers, and like I said, I tried to pick. I mainly tried to pick people I've seen play that I've actually watched stuff of. So I picked Tim Howard. I had to pick a U.S. guy in there somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna put him, man, but
it's hard because there's so many good goalkeepers.
He's rated as one of the top 10 in the world.
You know what? Had to put him. Good American goalkeeper. He's in the Premier League for a long time. Now, my 3 center backs. I do have Cannavaro in there. And when the last World Cup came around, I went back and watched documentaries of each World Cup winner since the 90s or whatever.
Right.
And I saw the one where he was, he was the captain of the Italian team.
Yes.
And he's the captain on this team for me.
Okay.
And he's a little undersized, but his tenacity and stuff like that didn't matter.
That didn't matter.
Another guy who I caught when I started playing FIFA, I caught at the tail end of his career was Rio Ferdinand.
Okay.
Loved watching him play. Old clips of him.
He was unbelievable in his prime.
And then somebody who played right back, played CDM, but I put him at center back, Philip Long.
Okay.
I liked watching him. I like these guys that attack the ball and they're just like, it's hard to describe.
Maybe I should have just shut up earlier because all these players sometimes play different positions.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Now, I have 2 holding midfielders, attacking midfielder, and 2 wingers.
Okay.
Okay, Paul Pogba's a big one for me. He's probably my favorite player right now. He's not at the quality of some of these other guys yet, but he's an amazing player. I always remember he was the first blue card I got in FIFA.
That-
For some
I
reason,
remember
I've
that.
always
You
liked
pulled-
him.
and you
I
pulled
don't,
him.
I don't
You
know
pulled him.
why. I just
Where did you place him? In
he's
midfield?
he's like a holding midfielder.
Okay.
He's a little bit deeper
Okay.
back. Now here's a guy. His name's Edgar Davids. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
He's a Dutch player, and he just had. You know how sometimes you'll see people play.
Wait, is it?
He has the
Is that the way
glasses
you
and the
pronounce it?
dreadlocks.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's been on some older FIFAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen
I
old
knew you
clips of
were
him,
talking
and there's. You know how you watch some athletes and you just go, he's just got something.
about. I thought you said Davids.
Davids. Yeah, no, Davids is how you
it's
say
just
it.
pronounced.
It's just pronounced different. Yeah.
So you're right. I screwed that up. I'm sorry.
He's Dutch, and it's just, he's one of those athletes that I watch that there's just kind of like with me in baseball, D. Gordon. I don't know why I like him. There's just something about him that I like.
Well, he was a big time player.
And he was a
too,
good
so-
player.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, now I have two definitely current players on my wings: Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo on the left, Messi on the right.
okay.
Now you had Ronaldinho on the left in your team. I have him center attacking mid on my team.
Okay. So he is a good shot, and he can press those
Yeah,
lines.
he can dribble. He can dribble. Can pass. He can shoot. Probably my free kick guy probably on this team. Well, I don't know. In my two strikers, I do have one that you had. I do have Dempsey,
Okay.
and of course another American guy, somebody that I just loved watching as a USA fan. My other one is about as classic as you can get. I put Pele,
Okay.
my other striker position.
Okay.
So, I know I played in non-formation. I have a couple guys that are, whatever, but
Just it's the.
this is what I enjoy. These are the people I enjoy watching. So,
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go into my subs.
okay, you mentioned Cannavaro, and I was kind of laughing in my head. I was like, that's one of the guys that I thought he'd be surprised I knew about.
Now my goalkeeper on the bench. I'm thinking about changing it right now, but I can't.
Well, you haven't said him yet.
I'm gonna go with Iker Casillas.
Okay, well,
I almost started laughing when you mentioned Casillas earlier
Yeah.
because when we talked about our Champions League
Yeah.
stuff, because he plays for Porto now. But in his prime, when he played for Spain and he played for
Real Madrid, right?
when he played for Madrid, he was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Of course, they got Keylor Navas, don't they now?
You know who they've
Real
been
Madrid.
starting? That's one of the things fans have been mad at. They've been starting whoever it was they started last match. It wasn't Navas. They haven't been starting Navas, and nobody knows why.
Maybe because the manager's an idiot. I don't know. Got some managerials. Anyway, they're not going to be my star manager. Casillas, I have on the bench. I want to put Tim Howard because he was a good player.
Yeah.
But it's real close. Iker Casillas in his prime was just unstoppable.
He was. He was a
So,
great goalkeeper.
now my left back, I got Philip Lahm on my bench.
Okay, so you do have him on your bench.
For my center back, I have Beckenbauer,
Okay.
Sergio Ramos, and then I have Dani Alves as my right back.
Yeah.
when he
Good
was
pacey guy.
when he was in his prime, he was unbelievable too.
Good pacey dude.
Now my center midfielders, when you look at the age of this team that I'm getting ready to announce, you can imagine why they were so successful when they were.
Yep.
I got Stevie G,
Okay.
I got Steven Gerrard,
All right.
and I got Frank Lampard.
Okay.
And I mentioned
Two quality English guys.
Beckham earlier.
Yeah.
So the midfield at this era for England
It was amazing.
was unstoppable, and they had Rio Ferdinand.
Because they're all right around the same age
Yes.
now, right?
And they had Rio Ferdinand
Yeah.
on their starting team. So, I mean, they were just they were.
I'm surprised they didn't win a World Cup somewhere along in there. That type of, I mean, I don't know what they had attacking.
Well, and there were other teams at the time. You had France with Zinedine Zidane. You had Italy with people like Cannavaro and Pirlo and things like that.
True, there were other good players.
So there were some beasts on this.
World Cup's hard to win. That's one of the hardest tournaments ever.
That era of, I'm going to call it football.
Yeah.
That era of football at that time was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it still is. Now my bench for my, well, I haven't listed my last center midfielder either. My other center midfielder is Iniesta. Still playing in his prime.
Playing tough.
Unbelievable midfielder. Really good passing.
Almost 40 now.
So now for my forwards, my final third
Yeah.
players. I have Ronaldo at left wing.
Yeah.
I can't leave Ronaldo off my team.
Yeah.
But he's on the
Yeah,
bench to
put
bring
him
him
there
in.
somewhere.
Now my right wing, who you may never heard of, Figo.
Heard the name, but I don't really know much about him.
And Ronaldo was almost like a baby face at this time when Figo retired.
Yeah.
They were on the same team at the same time. And Portugal finished fourth in this World Cup with Ronaldo on the team, Figo, and Deco.
And that's when Ronaldo was just starting.
He had just started.
Like fully at his prime.
And I remember Ronaldo got subbed off and he was
Mad.
He was mad. But Ronaldo and Figo played at the same time, kind of in Figo's twilight years, and Deco was on the team at the same time.
Yeah, I've heard all these names from FIFA YouTubers.
So,
I just don't know a lot about them.
I mean, this era of football is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And my final striker is Pele. Can't leave Pele off.
Can't leave Pele off, no.
Now, my 23rd player, I was afraid that if I left this guy off, he might hunt me down and kill me, just based on the way he talks.
Who is it?
Ibrahimovic wants to be.
Good old Zlatan, man.
Man, Zlatan wants to be in Zlatan's team. So the fact that I didn't make this guy the captain.
You know what's funny about him is I truly believe that he would tell you, and he would actually believe that he could win games on his own. He could play all 11 positions. I'll tell you that.
He could probably, you know, I want to see he and Dr. Disrespect on the same.
It's weird. He's arrogant, but most people are arrogant. Annoy
But he
me,
doesn't come off
but
as
he doesn't annoy me.
It's weird, but anyway, I have Ibrahimovic. It's not because
I just
to
find
be
him,
more serious.
I just find him funny.
Well, to be more serious, he's an unbelievable player.
He is an
and he is a legend. And for my manager,
Can't believe I didn't think of
let's go ahead and list your starting 11 then, or subs.
my subs. Okay, so I got. Okay, should I go goalkeeper? I guess I got Neuer.
Okay.
Can't go wrong
Yeah,
with Neuer.
yeah.
Good, solid goalkeeper. Been the best in the world for a while now. Let's see. Now, defenders were always the hardest thing for me to come up with. I have two backup defenders. I have Sergio Ramos, Alexi Lawless, another American guy.
Okay.
Guys that would just come in. You know, Ramos is tall.
You know, these are players
Quicker.
You've seen play a lot. These players a lot.
Yeah, these are guys that I've seen play. Let's see, now my midfield, I kind of loaded down a little bit. I got Modric in there. I got
Okay.
Zidane. I do have Zidane in there. Who else do I got? I do have Stevie G too. I got Stevie G in there. Great player. As a matter of fact, I'll just tell you who my last man was. It was Beckham. I put Beckham too.
Okay.
So almost the same midfield as you. And then on the wings, I got Neymar left. Arjen Robben on the right.
I was
Love
thinking
him.
about putting him.
Love it. He's one of those little tiny guys that just zooms up the field.
And he dives a lot, so
He
you
does.
get a lot of penalties.
True. And my two backup strikers, Aguero
Okay.
and Weah.
Okay. Was he from Libya?
Oh no, what was that country he was from? Was it Libya? It was. I don't know. It was a country that you wouldn't.
Looks like the American flag,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it was Libya. I can't remember.
Something like
Anyway,
that.
I can't remember. But Weah was a good player, and his son.
Plays-
Speaking of America,
yeah.
plays in America for
Yeah,
America.
he plays for. He's like on the
So new up and coming player.
20U's or something like that. I think for the American team. So,
Now my star manager of all time is Sir Alex Ferguson.
Sir, you gotta put Sir in there. Don't forget it.
Yeah. Another Englishman, man.
Yeah.
He was just extremely accomplished. So with the Manchester United, he was extremely accomplished. He had a dynasty with him.
Yeah.
So
Was he the manager when Beckham and all them were there? Beckham,
I think so.
Played at Man United, right?
Yeah, I think so. And Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo and all them. Yeah.
And I think when he started to retire, I think Ronaldo left. But you want to go with your manager?
You know, I don't know as much about managers. I do know some players. So I just put Pep Guardiola as my manager.
Man, I want to pick these teams and play with them, man.
He's a current manager, you know.
Because you have Man
solid.
City. You have a Man City manager, not a Man United manager.
He's been successful everywhere he's gone, so you can't go wrong.
So that's our starting 11.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd do something a little bit different today.
This was fun. I love putting teams together. Like it's something I used to do like in school.
And we'll do this.
I would just sit down and write lineups and stuff.
We'll do this for hockey tomorrow. But that was
Yeah.
our Premier League talk, and then we had a fun little discussion.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We made announcements. Again, I want to mention the bracket thing again.
Yeah.
If you want to enter the bracket for the March Madness, if you know nothing about basketball, it doesn't matter. Go to our March Madness bracket video and leave a comment saying you want to enter on ESPN. I guess you're doing ASMR. Saying you want to enter on ESPN, and you'll be entered into on a $25 gift card. But you do have to list your teams and the players you want, or the teams you want for the March Madness. But if you don't know anything about it, it doesn't matter. If you don't know anything about basketball, it doesn't matter.
And the app that we're going to do it on is the ESPN, and it's super simple. It's not hard. You just go in there and you hit the box next to the team, and they advance.
And when it gets
does
closer
everything
to
for
it,
you.
when it gets closer to it, whoever started it or whoever is in there will get more into it. But the rules are on that bracket video in the description. So go ahead and enter that. We have our logo again that we announced, that
Yep.
we presented.
Super excited for that too. A lot going on today, you know.
A lot going on today. We got
Two
more
longer videos than we've had the
and
rest
we
of
got
the
more equipment coming in, but This video was a little longer, that's why we split them up now. But, you know, I guess that's it with Comments in Sports, Cody and James. Make sure to like, subscribe,
Notification bell.
and leave us a comment. Make sure to watch our challenge video. And I guess
That's it.
we'll see you for the challenge video, and we'll see you tomorrow for the forfeit.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.